Anybody? No? Oh my gosh, I thought that was hysterical. Anyway, Valerie will be joining me, by the way, in the 6 o'clock hour with the Today's Special Value, so please stay with us. That's going to be lights for every occasion. Right now, though, Robert Katz is so excited about his grandmother's coffee cake, and we're going to talk about the 2-count of the 28-ounce chocolate coconut and cinnamon walnut coffee cakes for $38.92. And what I'll tell you about these coffee cakes is that really you have made this a customer top rated item. You have tried them and you have written back to say these are so good, and they're not just for breakfast. This is something that can be served breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Robert, welcome into the Food Fest.
It's a
Good to
pleasure
see
be
you.
here. We're talking chocolate.
We're talking
so
chocolate.
Excited about bringing this.
So
again.
here's the thing, and there really is a grandma. This is
Yes,
your
there
grandma.
is. As original grandma, who her grandma years ago over in Eastern Europe brought the recipe over,
Right.
and a couple of things they couldn't get there, we've added since,
Okay.
which has made us the world's most critically acclaimed coffee cake.
Fabulous.
We have a ball with this. We've added pure bourbon vanilla to all these cakes, not the imitation stuff, not the stuff you get from southern countries. This is from the island of Madagascar, and every one of our cakes, both the chocolate and the cinnamon walnut, which is our original, all have that bourbon vanilla in there. And if you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. And actually, I'm going to start with the chocolate
Good
one,
for
if that's
you.
okay, because I haven't tried this one. I've only had the original.
You know why? It's also only exclusive.
Okay.
We can only make them. Folks call us up all the time. I love the chocolate. I love that chocolate coconut. But we only
Look at
make it
this.
for QVC.
Look at that.
So the only time you can get our chocolate coconut cake, which is getting raves, and the aroma in the kitchen, our employees are taking them home with them. We let them take a couple of cakes because they get tainted by it.
my
They love it
gosh.
so much.
What?
That is also made with pure bourbon vanilla.
gosh, that is so good.
South American cacao or cocoa, and that's the best you can get in the world. There are chocolate semi-sweet morsels in there,
That is so
and
good.
coconut in the middle and on top of the cake.
And here's the difference. This is not like the coffee cake that you get in the little plastic wrapper from the vending machine.
Right.
You open it up and it falls apart. This is light, and yet there's a richness to the flavor. It's also moist, and it's not too sweet. With all of the ingredients in the chocolate you talked about, it's not overwhelmingly sweet, and that is why a little slice like this will do you for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or dessert.
Folks toss them in the microwave, and the chocolate actually
it's so
melts.
good.
Sometimes they actually put the banana with it and a little ice cream
Oh
this
my
time
gosh,
of year.
look at that.
And just a little chocolate syrup. If you want to get really creative, use a little coffee syrup to have a mocha effect. And that banana split chocolate cake, it can only be gotten by getting a My Grandma's of New England coffee cake.
We love it. Well, listen to this. Here's another offer that is phenomenal here on this customer top rated item. You can actually lock into this price at $38.92 for the 2 coffee cakes and receive them every 60 days for 1 full year. So as we get closer to the holidays, for the brunches, Thanksgiving, all of the events for Christmas and Hanukkah that are coming up, this can be served on your table, and you can get it at that same price. If at any point you want to delay or skip a shipment, you can do so by calling customer service and cancel at any time. I also want to mention that I said at the beginning of the presentation, this is customer top rated. You can find that information on our website under M29167, or follow along at the bottom of the screen because it's telling you some of the comments.
Love it.
This one viewer wrote, both of these cakes are excellent. They're very moist and oh so yummy. I do not know which one of these is her favorite. So we love hearing that.
Yeah. Now these cakes come by UPS. They're all boxed and all bagged, and they're ready to be put in the refrigerator or the freezer. You can take them out of the bag if you like and serve it, put it back in the freezer again. And this cake guaranteed to taste for up to a year, just like the day you got it.
Wow.
And there's no butter in here, no trans fats, no artificial preservatives. We let everybody know right on the back, no artificial coloring, no artificial flavoring. And when you take this chocolate coconut, which you can only get from QVC, we couple that with our most popular flavor, our original cinnamon walnut cake. That's it right there. That's the cake we call the bomb. That's the one that comes originally made over 23 years ago, started an industry, and our cinnamon walnut cake is still and will always be our most popular ordered cake.
This is something that you just need to have on your buffet. I mean, it is so absolutely delicious. And once again, it's all about blending the right flavors. It's not too sweet. It's got a nice, beautiful consistency and texture. Just give me a general idea, because the way you're cutting these slices, it's like, these are like David Venable slices.
Yeah.
I wouldn't serve them this big. How many
what I'd
people can
recommend?
you serve?
Take a look right in front of us.
Okay.
That's one cake by portion,
Love it.
14 servings. Okay, and the chocolate cake on the other side, that's a whole cake. A lot of folks like to take a little piece, and if it's frozen, you can slice yourself up 30, 35 slices, nice and thin. Take a third of a serving. Next time you come back, take 2/3 of a serving or a whole serving, whatever you feel like.
No, you
but you don't have to take the same size every time.
And you can put them in the freezer for how long?
And I'll tell you, this chocolate cake, up to 12 months for both of them, guaranteed to taste just as fresh this Christmas and New Year's. And I know it never lasts that long. We have folks that live by themselves, and they still put the cake in the freezer and they keep it for company.
Sure.
And when they serve it, they still never keep it in more than 3, 4,
I
5
hear you.
months.
Well, we talk about the freshness and the fact that this is a grandmother's recipe that has now been passed on. But you have a really small group of folks that are the ones that are responsible for these delicious coffee cakes. And here's the process.
And what we do, very simply, we're going to be sending the crew in tonight, by the way, to make the chocolate cakes. They're coming in at 10 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
So whoever asked for them today, they'll be baked tonight and shipped tomorrow. Guaranteed. All of the batter is poured into the pan by gravity. No spraying, all by gravity. And then we layer the middle of the cake.
Look at that.
And in this case, it's with the cinnamon and the walnuts. Now, the chocolate coconut cake, by the way, has no walnuts in it. So if you want to keep a cake without walnuts and give as a gift a cake with walnuts or vice versa, you have that option with these two cakes. We are so proud of how they rise in the oven to perfection. When we take them out, we let them set. Then we wait for them to be able to be bagged and boxed, and they go right to the folks who are ordering them today, right to their home.
You're ordering it now. It'll be made tonight. It'll ship to you tomorrow. So that way you can look out for it to come, get it home. We can go right to the fridge.
Absolutely.
Or right to the freezer if you want. Slice it up, send it to the freezer, and then that way you can pull out little individual slices. Over 600 spoken for. Please don't forget about the auto delivery, and if you want to, you can also do build to ship to. So if you're thinking about a gift idea for someone who's got a birthday, anniversary, a big event coming up in the next couple of weeks, get it to now, ship it to them with a little note saying, just something sweet for my sweet or whatever, right?
It's our pleasure.
And we'll send you the bill.
Well, we love to hear the stories.
Yeah.
We love them. Folks tell us how they changed their family tradition. Just, these cakes we're tasting were frozen. So you can cut them nice and thin. And when they're cold, they slice so much better.
Well, I don't know which one is my favorite now, too. The original or the chocolate coconut cake, which is absolutely phenomenal.